Sir, parang mahina talaga yung ano ko. Pakilakas naman ang volume.
Nasira yata ng mga kumanta kanina.
Hello, Che. Yun.
Ayan.
Okay, so for Being Ice, no, for the first day, for day 1, ang guest po natin ay si Gary V. So, na sobrang idol ko mula bata pa lang ako. And for day 2 naman po, ang guest po natin ay ang walang kapares at tag-iisang si Vic Soto. Yes.
Alright, so abangan natin yan. Day 1 and day 2. So, ang daming may offer ng 2-day concert na ito. So, if you guys have questions, this is the best time to ask away. So, brace yourselves. But this time, meron tayong mga nakahanda na sa kanilang mga katanungan. First, we have from Rappler, Philip. Sir Philip? Ayan, hello sir.
Hello. Ay, siya ang parang unang nandito kanina.
Oh, po early bird, ano?
Nag-rehearse pa lang kami, nandito na si Philip.
VIP ticket, sir, no?
Good afternoon, Direk Ice.
Good afternoon.
My question is, since you've dealt with a lot of personal loss recently, of course, kay Nanay Karing, paano makakatulong tong pag-release ng album na to sa healing process mo?
Wow. Siguro kasi 'di ba when you've encountered a lot of things or a lot of people na nawala sa when you've encountered loss as immense as losing your parents, wala kang choice kung di mas maging matapang. 'Di ba? Kasi there's no other way to go eh. Kailangan mo mas maging matapang para harapin yung buhay. And with losing my mom and my dad, feeling ko yun yung ginawa niya sa akin. Feeling ko mas pinatapang niya ako. Na parang kung yun nga nakayanan ko, ano pang hindi ko kaya. Kasi I mean, as with anything naman, any art you put out, anything that you put out, it's always up to the people eh. If they like it, diba? If they wanna stream it, if they wanna buy it. But sometimes, they don't. And before, aminado ko, I wasn't as courageous as I am now. And yun nga, feeling ko nakatulong yung pagkawala ng nanay at tatay ko kasi mas matapang ako ngayon na kung ano pa man yung dumating, if this album flies, I'd be very happy. If it doesn't, then I'll just make a new one. Siguro yun, parang hindi ko na siya nakikita na end all be all ng buhay ko. Unlike before na, oh my God, dapat ganito, dapat ganyan. Hindi. Ito ngayon parang, it's something that we are very proud of, this album. I'm sure, not just, hindi lang ako pero the people I've worked with are amazing. Alam mo yun, Jonathan, Mike, my wife, the band. We made sure that this is a beautiful album. But as with anything, it's still up to the people if they want to listen to it or not. But I hope, diba, that it will resonate. But at the same time, yun nga, wala na ako sa ganong klaseng mindset na, oh my God, dapat ganito, dapat mag-hit siya, dapat ganito, dapat ganyan. I'd be happy if it becomes a hit. But mas matapang na akong harapin din if hindi ganun yung mangyayari.
Thank you so much. Okay na po tayo.
Thank you, Philip.
Maraming salamat.
Sagot ko naman yung tanong mo, no? Okay, sige.
Thank you so much, Direk Ice. Now, ang ating next person to ask, nagbabalik siya with a vengeance, Kuya Alan Sancon. Okay?
Grabe naman yung with a vengeance. Hindi kasi kala ko kakatayin yung kanta ni Ice, di ba? Kaya hindi ako naging successful. Joke lang.
Basta, tama yun. You really have to have confidence, guys.
Joke lang. Congratulations, Ice, for this album.
Salamat, Kuya Alan.
Sa concert mo. Related lang dun sa sa first question kanina, di ba? Parang alam namin, nagluluksa ka pa for the losing of your mom, di ba? Pero, paano mag-perform yung isang Ice na parang may mga pinagdadaanan ganun? Kumbaga, syempre, nasanay ka na nandun si Mami Karing during your concert, di ba? But this time, parang wala na siya. Pero paano ka makakapag-perform at the same level na nag-perform ka nung nabubuhay pa siya? Parang ganyan.
Ewan ko. Honestly, hindi ko alam. I'm sure I will always do my best. But I'm sure I'd be very raw. I mean, hello. I'd be very raw. But siguro, if there's one thing that I'm confident about, nakatatak din kasi sa akin yung professionalism. Na alam ko, lumaki ako sa era ng the show must go on. Kahit ano pa man yung pinagdadaanan mo, kahit ano pa man yung nararamdaman mo, if you're on stage, you give it your best. Siguro, I'd be more vulnerable, which might help. But that's how it is. And feeling ko, if I perform anything less than my 100%, baka kaltungan ako ng nanay ko. Kasi siya yung nag-train sa akin nun na walang rason para hindi mo ibigay para sa tao yung best mo every time, kahit ano pa man. Yan.
Thank you, Ice.
Thank you.
Yung second question ko, Ice, about the album.
Yes, yes.
Alam naman naming marami kang hit song before.
Yes.
Tapos natagalan bago ka gumawa ng bagong album, di ba?
Yes.
So, is there any pressure on your part na parang same na mahigitan yung mga bagay na ginawa mo before sa paggawa mo ng album na to? At yun ba yung dahilan kung bakit na pressure, natagalan ba ako gumawa ng album ulit?
Of course. I mean, I'd be lying if I say na hindi ako nape-pressure. Even now, I feel that. Because wala naman akong ibang ginagawa kundi ito eh. I mean, wala naman ako bang kabuhayan eh. Di ba? This is my bread and butter. Like, if I don't succeed if the album doesn't succeed, then, saan? But, I am consciously trying my best to take out that pressure sa sarili ko because that's the reason why it took me a long time to release my originals. Because of that pressure. Because of yung pressure na, oh my God, dapat mag-hit to. Oh my God, dapat ganito. Oh my God, dapat ganyan pa rin. Kaya ako natagalan eh. So, right now, I am feeling it. I want the album to do good, to do amazing. But I am trying to release myself off of that, to release myself from that pressure. Because number one, my mental health will be able to handle that. Number two, if I continue to give myself yung pressure na gano'n, na dapat ganito, dapat ganyan, then babalik na naman ako dun sa dati, na I am singing other people's songs, which I still do, and there's nothing wrong with that. But ngayon nga, nandito ako sa point ng buhay ko na gusto ko mas makilala niyo kung sino ako. Sa pamamagitan ng mga kantang na isasulat ko. Na-isulat ko with, amazing collaborators. So, it's really just a matter of choosing choosing my battles every day. So right now, I'm choosing not to feel that immense pressure of making a hit because andito ako sa, I want you guys to hear, finally, the music of Ice Higuera. Yeah.
Thank you, Ice. Congratulations sa new album and good luck to your concert.
Salamat. Sana sa next video okay natin, alam mo na yung mga new songs para hindi pwedeng wala ka ron.
I'll be back with a vengeance.
Alright. I
Kakakaba yun, Kuya
I
Alan.
love the spirit.
Thank you so much, Kuya Alan, from Stars Photog. Up next, direct, ito may nagpadala ng kanilang question. Meron tayong phone-in question dito from Certified Kapamilya, Jay. If you're watching this, thank you for watching this. Ito po ang kanyang mga tanong. Meron po siyang 2 questions. First is, para sa'yo, kailan mas madaling sumulat ng kanta? Kapag malungkot, or broken-hearted, or kapag masaya or inspired?
Pag may deadline. Totoo yun, di ba? Kahit kayo mga writers, di ba, may deadline. Yun ang pinakauna, pag may deadline. Pangalawa, pag malungkot. Kasi parang, kapag masaya kasi ako, hindi ko ma-put into words yung nararamdaman ko. Pero pag malungkot ako, parang ang dami ko nakukuhang words na pwede kong ilagay doon sa kalungkutan ko. Pero pag masaya ako, I'm all about just being present in the moment and just feeling that joy. So if it passes na hindi ako nakasulat about it, then so be it. Pero pag malungkot ka kasi parang, ewan ko, parang mas madali for me. So yun.
Correct. Iba talaga pag may hugot. Oo, I know we can all relate to that. Thank you so much, Direk. Itong susunod na katanungan naman ni Jay of Certified Kapamilya, na may mental block ka rin ba kapag sumusulat ng kanta? Kung oo, ano ang ginagawa mo to get back into focus?
Opo, lagi ako na may mental block. As in, siguro kung sa 100% to, parang 80% doon mental block. 20% yung hindi. Pag nangyayari sa akin yun, nahayaan ko lang. Wala eh. Kesa naman ipilit ko. So kapag, I just make sure na kapag nakawala ako sa mental block na yun, I'm ready with a paper or at least notes ko para maisulat ko yung mga naiisip ko. But I think that's also one of the good things working with a collaborator. And yun nga, like what I said kanina, I'm blessed na yung asawa ko is a good writer because kunyari may idea ako for something, ang dali ko iba to sa kanya. And kapag na-feed naman niya yun, parang kunyari may binato siya sa aking idea, biglang magkakaroon na naman ako ng bago. So it bounces back and forth. So I think yun, siguro for those people na, you know, like me na madali magkaroon ng mental block, parang it's nice to work with someone you trust na who can be, number one, a sounding board. Number two, pwede mong maging ka-collaborate sa paggawa ng anything, whether it be a song or I don't know. But yun, it's nice to have that someone.
And it's part of the process talaga, Direk, na hindi maiwasan ng mental block.
Oo eh. Kasi parang, siguro I'm done questioning myself din na kasi like yun, parang before iniisip ko, oh my God, ang tagal na bago ako nakasulat ng ganito. Sabihin, siguro talaga hindi talaga ako songwriter. So, you know, when you focus on the negative things, sometimes it makes you question yourself and mas lalo kapag napupull down. Samantalang normal naman na magkaroon ng mental block. Especially like ako, may ADHD ako. So, ang dali kong mawalan ng focus sa mga bagay-bagay. Pero, because tinanggap ko na yun sa sarili ko na may ADHD ako, pag nawala focus ko, hinahayaan ko na lang sarili ko. Tapos pag dumating naman ulit yung time na feeling ko, okay, andito yung focus ko ngayon, ratsyado tayo. Ganun siya.
Thank you for sharing that. Ngayon ko lang nalaman yun, Direk, and thank you for sharing that. And ayan, maraming salamat, Sir Jay. Ewan ko, baka songwriter in the making to, kaya meron siyang mga inaas na tips. But thank you for sending your questions. Meron pa po mga gusto magtanong from the group? Ayan.
Yay,
Okay.
hi.
Hello po.
Hi everyone, and
Hi.
Sir Ice. My name is Cash from Solitude, Manila. So, I first want to ask you po, like, matagal na po kasi kayo sa industriya and marami na po kayo experience. Pwede niyo po ba sabihin sa amin kung gaano kayong ka-involved sa paggawa ng all-original album niyo na Being Ice?
Alright. So, for this album, I'm very much involved. Like, hindi lang sa pagsulat ng kanta, pero even with the arrangement, picking the people who we're supposed to work with, and with music also, like, especially sa arrangement, for this one kasi, unlike my other albums, before kasi yung mga album ko before, we have like a specific arranger na sa kanya nakatoka tong kanta na to. But this one, parang I really decided na we arrange it as a band. Kasi I have an amazing band, yung Pogi Boys. So, talagang inupuan namin to. Meron kaming separate session pa just to sit down and, you know, like really finding out what's the best way to, you know, to put this song out. Of course, bukod dun, sa mixing and mastering ng songs, I'm very much involved as well. Medyo bumibitaw lang ako pagdating sa usapang pera. Kung magkano kailangan ibayad sa ganito, kung magkano kailangan. Kasi kapag pati yan iniisip ko, medyo parang, ay, huwag na nating ilagay ito. Di ba? So ako, doon ako ngayon sa, nagbubulag-bulagan ako pagdating sa usaping pera. Si Liza yung talagang medyo nakatutok dyan. But yeah, I think in every aspect, even choosing who will be our photographer for, yes. And nakakatuwa lang because, you know, I have a very good partner. And she's my partner in everything. So sometimes kasi, malakas ang self-saboteur ko. So sometimes I don't trust myself. And kaya I always need my wife because lagi kong sinasangguni sa kanya yung mga bagay-bagay. And bukod sa kanya, of course, I have Mike Villegas, who's been my guitarist for the longest time. And of course, Jonathan, who's been my producer din for the longest time. So I really made sure na itong team na, yung creative team na uupo dito sa album na to are people I trust. Why? Because parang this is the first time in my life ever na I'd be totally, for lack of a better term, naked. Sanay ako na, alam mo yun, sanay ako na, okay, merong ganitong songwriter. Hindi, parang halos lahat kami to eh. So parang I wanted to make sure I'm surrounded by people na I trust 10,000%. Alam mo yan. So, and of course, bukod doon, the aspeto ng marketing naman, we have an amazing team sa Fire and Ice. Sila rin yung nag-handle nun. So yeah, I'd like to think that in every aspect, I'm there. Kumbaga, may mga degrees lang of saan ako mas tumututok, saan mas hindi. But yeah, I'd like to think I'm in every part of it.
Okay, so very involved po kayo sa process. Follow-up question lang po. Since this is your first all-original album, tas yung involvement yun po super laki, ano po kaya yung message na gusto nyo mapulot ng mga manonood sa inyo sa September or yung mga makikinig po by August 8 sa full album ninyo? Ano ba yung message na gusto nyo makuha nila from your album?
That it's never too late to do the things that you really want to do. I'm turning 42 this year, on September. Sometimes kasi di ba pag tumatanda ka, pag mas marami ng responsibilidad sa buhay natin, mas nagiging takot ka na to take risks, right? Kasi ando ka sa dapat comfortable ka. Siyempre, ando ka na sa may pamilya kang inaalagaan, ang daming responsibilidad na kung saan ka mas komportable, doon ka na. But for some weird reason, I'm doing something very risky. 38 years into my career. So it's my 38th year this year. So yun, siguro if there's one thing I want people to not to experience or it's never too late to choose yourself and be who you really are. Because you will always find your people as well. There will always be people who will be able to, resonate with you. Mayroon at mayroon tao na makakasakay doon sa experience sa pinagdadaanan mo. And number 2 is, it's okay then to make mistakes. Yun, siguro there's 2 things.
Okay, so napakaganda po nun, no? And since we're talking about experience, kilala po kayo sa mga karaoke nights nyo na super very open. Opo, yan. Alam po natin yan lahat, di ba? And super open po kayo and intimate with the fans. So nakikipag-interact po kayo with them while performing. Now, I just want to ask po, how will you incorporate that same idea po sa magiging concert nyo sa September? Like, will it be the same po na intimate pa rin siya na nakikipag-interact ka with fans? And how will you execute it po? Kasi mas bigger scale po ang concerts eh.
Well, yeah, especially it's a bigger venue. Actually, that's why we decided to do 2 nights of different shows. So, I don't know if it was clear to you guys, but day 1 is a different show and day 2 is a totally different show. So if you watch both nights, you'll totally get 2 different shows. Reason being, September kasi ang daming mga ganap dyan. It's my anniversary, it's my birthday, and of course, di ba, yun yung it calls for a celebration eh. That's why we decided to do video kits for day 1 because I really want to celebrate with the fans. Alam mo, I want it to be fun. But at the same time, I'm going through something shitty. So, at alam mo, parang kasi pag pinagsama namin sa isang concert, yung parang meron ako, parang Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, na parang, pati ba naman yung concert ko, may identity crisis. Alam mo yun? So, ginawa namin, pinaghiwalay talaga namin siya because first night, enjoy tayo. But the second night, this is the heart and the soul. This is where and when you will see. And this is where you will know kung sino si Ice. So, ganun siya. So, the first one is definitely more interactive because ito yun, like, I'm sure cardio to for me kasi mas malaki nga yung venue. So, hindi ko alam kung kailangan kong mag-prepare at mag-exercise kagaya ng ginagawa ni Ate Reg na naglalakad sa village. But yun talaga, I'll make sure na, kahit pa paano maabot yung mic ng mga taon sa lahat na nandun sa NPAT. But for the second night, I want them to come to me. Alam mo yan, kung ako yung pupunta sa kanila sa una, sa pangalawa, sila yung gusto kong pumasok naman sa akin. Because I am letting people in for the first time.
That's very beautiful. And thank you so much po,
Thank you.
Sir Ice. And congratulations to your new album and your upcoming concert. We're very excited. for
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you.
being
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Ash.
maraming salamat. At kung gusto niyo pong ma-enjoy yung 2-day concert, meron po tayong 2-night bundle promo. Pumunta na po kayo sa Ticket World to get to know more about the ticket prices. Alright, next question. Meron pa po ba tayong...
Si Ron, magtatanong.
Sir,
Wala lang. Salita ka kasi, wala lang.
Sabi kasi ang hirap pumili kung halimbawa isa lang yung budget mo. Ang hirap pumili doon sa 12 or 13, di ba? Parang ganun.
Sa 14 ka na lang.
Or sana sumali po kayo kanina sa ano.
Yeah, actually medyo mahirap siya talaga pumili. Kaya we did a bundle promo para you can get both nights, I think, on a lower price. Yeah. Kasi parang it can't just be one night. Honestly, yeah, like if you ask me, parang if you want to know fully who Ice is, you have to go to both nights.
Thank you po. Meron pong magtatanong tayo dito. Hello.
Hi po, I'm Jem from Push ABS-CBN.
Hi.
Kanina na-tease na yung 3 out of 8 songs ng album, no?
Yeah.
And we're just curious kasi both of you and your wife po are very advocate of the LGBTQIA+ community. So, dun ba sa natitirang 5 songs, meron bang song na like specially written for the LGBTQIA+ community? And if not, have you ever wrote something na like specifically for the community po?
Thank you for your question. Yes. Actually, yun yung, anong tawag sa ganun? Anong tawag sa ganun? It's not the carrier, but it's like the
Title track?
title, hindi, not even, basta, there's a track that he will release. And it's one of the very special ones. Because I wrote it, it's called Anino. Okay? Itong Anino ay kanta na naisulat ko, yung lyrics na isulat ko nung time na kaka-out ko pa lang sa sarili ko as a trans man. Sinulat ko siya noon because dito niyo maririnig yung fears ko. Kasi syempre, di ba, being LGBT is hard enough, right? But I've transitioned so many times. I first came out as lesbian, and then now I'm transitioning as, well, a trans man. And of course, when you're a trans man kasi, hindi lang siya basta sa pananamit. Maraming mga bagay sa sarili mo ang feeling mo dapat magbago. Just to fully identify sa kung ano yung pinili mo identity. And of course, isa yun sa mga fears ko eh. What if I fully transition? Mamahalin niyo pa rin ba ako? What if magbago yung boses ko? Because of course, that's one step in transitioning. You take testosterone. Will you still love me? Will you still listen to my songs? So that's what Anino is about. So I'll just share a line there, parang the first stanza is parang, takot pa rin ipagsigawan ang tunay na nadarama, baka tuluyang kalimutan at ako'y layuan. And then the chorus is, ayoko nang itago ang aking puso sa anyo na gusto mo. Ayoko nang magtago sa isang aninong hindi na totoo. Ayoko nang itago ang aking puso sa anyo na gusto mo. Ayoko nang magtago kahit kanino. Sana lang mahalin mo pa rin ako. So, when I first wrote that, akala ni Liza, it's like a love, it's about love, like our love. Sabi ko, no, it's for my fans. Because that's my fear. And it still is a fear na if I continue to be myself, will you still be there for me? Like how you were there for Aiza Sigera. And now that I am Ice, makikinig pa rin pa kayo sa akin. Yan.
And second question lang po, this is not really music related, but of course, I think marami ng supporters mo yung nakakamiss to see you act on TV. I think last was Call Me Tita ng I Want. If I'm
Yes,
not
ang tagal na
mistaken.
nun. Oo.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I think 19-ish ata yun. So like over 5 years, are you still open
I think before the pandemic pa siya, yeah.
Yeah. So I think my question is, are you still open to ACBO? And if yes, meron ka bang project or roles that you are parang wanted to do for so long na hindi mo pa nagawa?
Ang ino-offer kasi sa akin ng mga roles ngayon, puro thirst trap. Yes! Actually, yes. I mean, I love acting. Actually, I'm doing another play for this September, Walang Aray. I'm part of Walang Aray. Pero sa TV kasi, I love the acting part, but I hate the waiting. Diba? Alam nating lahat yun. Ipapa-block off nila sa'yo Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Biglang boom, sasabihan ka that same day, sorry, wala po kayo ngayon. So, paano? Diba? So, ako, honestly, if may kukuha sa akin for, let's say, a TV series, no? As long as maayos yung schedule nila, game ako. Honestly, roles, I'd like to be challenged. I wanna do roles na feeling ko yung talagang may enjoy kong i-portray. Alam mo yan? Walang specific, nothing very specific, but I wanna challenge myself. Kasi lagi nalang hunk yung piniplay ko. So, tapos na ako dun. You know, matured roles na to, man. But, yeah, yun, siguro. Or siguro, films. I'd love to do films again. Yeah.
Thank you, Brother Agad.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Alright, meron pa po bang gustong magtanong? Any more? Going once? Going twice? Okay, ayan po.
Hi, Chris from One Music PH.
Hello po.
Yeah, hello. So ano yung nag-inspire or nag-trigger sa'yo para to come up with like an album of original songs all over again?
Actually, sir, matagal ko na pong gusto talaga magkaroon ng all-original na album. I mean, of course, di ba, I've known naman din for originals, like Pagdating ng Panahon, di ba, Akala Mo, Para Lang Sa'yo. But I didn't necessarily write those songs. So, it's still other people's songs, which I have no problems naman doing, I enjoyed it. Pero feeling ko kasi parang iba yung pakiramdam na sarili kong letra or sarili kong music yung nakakanta ko. So, matagal na po siyang flame sa akin. And then, di pa nga flame matagal na siyang ember. Nagbabaga at nagniningas. Pero, I never had the courage to begin. So, siguro ngayon lang that I felt like bukod sa maturity, I have an amazing support system because of my wife, you know, Mike, Jonathan. Mas naging matapang lang talaga ako. But yeah, it's been a dream. So pangarap ko po itong mailabas talaga na album.
Alright, thank you.
Yun lang, sila to.
Meron pa po ba? Ayan, si sir. Hello po. Or nagbibill out po kayo? Okay, may question. Baka lang.
Nagbibill. Ayup.
Si Direk po magbabayad. Okay, sige. Kayo na po bahala.
Hi.
Ito, Nes.
Hi. Yung mga questions ko, actually na-email ko sa'yo, hindi mo pa sinasagot.
Ay, ganun ba? Hindi po kasi ako masyadong ma-email. I-send nyo na lang sa Messenger.
Anyway,
binigay. Sorry. Ang dami kasi nangyayari.
alam ni Lisa.
Sorry, nasend na pala ni Lisa sa akin. Ako, it's my fault. It's my,
Anyway, I will.
Oh, tama. Oh, sorry, love. Oh, kumagalit sa'yo. It's my fault, Tito Nestor. It's my fault, my love. Okay.
Anyway, I will try to recall kung ano yung mga tinanong ko doon. But ang natatandaan ko doon is, kailan ka ba kakanta ng isang masayang kanta? Bakit lahat ng kanta mo ay malungkot?
Nahirapan ako sagutin. Can you give an example of a masayang kanta?
Like a virgin?
Hindi na po kapanipaniwala eh. Okay. Hindi, teka. No! Sa album may happy song, but it's still sad. It's still slow. Okay, so yun. May mga happy songs naman sa album, pero medyo mabagal siya. But if you're asking about fast songs, yung Anino is parang medyo may pagka-rock siya. So it's fast. So, but happy songs like, "Cause I'm happy," parang wala sa personality ko. Because I'm very like, ewan ko, parang pag masaya kasi ako, ini-enjoy ko lang yung pagiging masaya ko, hindi ko siya kinakanta eh. Parang mas talagang nailalabas ko yung emosyon ko pag malungkot ako.
So hindi ka pa nakasulat ng isang what would be considered a happy song?
Meron, but it didn't make the cut for this album. I wasn't confident with it. Because it's happy. But hopefully for the next one, maisama na siya. But it's a happy song because I wrote it as a wedding gift for Liza. So happy yun, guys. Promise, happy yun. May mga kailangan lang kami ayusin.
Kasi sanay na yung audience mo, puro ang songs mo, mga melancholy, ganun
Yeah.
hugot, ganun klase. Ano yung, ang isang itatanong ko sa'yo, hindi. Yung, hindi ka pa nakasulat at all ng ganung klaseng song, ano? Wait. Alam ko na. You did have a happy childhood. I know that. So, where does this melancholy come from?
Okay. Happy childhood. I chose to be happy. But the situation, it's complicated. So siguro, because I just chose to look at it in a happy perspective, from a happy perspective. Okay, to put context. In real life po, I'm not the type of person to express my problems. Hindi ako kagaya ng ibang tao na pag may problema, ilalabas sa Facebook or talk to friends or talk to family about it. It's only, recently like I started talking about my problems or at least the things that I'm dealing with sa wife ko. For the longest time po, I'm so used to not expressing myself, especially the negative feelings, because alam ko kapag lumaki akong dala ko yung problema ng buong pamilya. Lumaki ako na ako yung may responsibilidad sa buong pamilya. I cannot afford to be sad. I cannot afford to have problems. And if I do have problems, and if I did have problems back then, I chose to keep it to myself. So I think that's why I enjoy singing sad songs. Because that's the only way that I can express myself without having to magpasensya sa mga tao sa paligid ko. That's why on stage, when you see me singing sad songs, that's where I'm at my most, free. Kasi in real life, if I am expressing sadness, pag may nasabi akong hindi maganda, ma-hurt akong tao. Pag may nasabi akong ganito, pwedeng isipin ni ganito, it will cause so many complications. So pag nasa entablado ako, pag kumanta ako ng malungkot, walang issue, di ba? Kumanta lang ako ng malungkot. So I think that's why.
Sige, salamat. Akala namin kasi masaya ka all throughout kasi nasa Itbulaga ka noon eh.
I just chose to look happy and
Thank you.
happy.
Here is G. Trilliana.
Ito, hindi na to sad, hopefully. Direk, can you talk more about the two men who are going to join you on your in the show? Sa Becoming Ice, you also had Bossing and you also had
Yeah.
Gary, right? So, magiging iba ba ang interaction this time? Magiging, and what are their significance in your life for you to ask them to guest in your concert?
Okay, remember si Tito Gary when we had our interaction sa Becoming Ice? Kasi it was like fresh from the pandemic, so it wasn't there live, remember? So this time it will be live. I'm finally dancing with him on stage. And of course, Tito Vic. Well, ano bang significance itong dalawang taong to sa akin? Bata pa lang ako, idol ko na si Gary V. As in, ginagaya ko siya nung bata ako. Pati panginginig ng baba niya pag may tremolo, ginagaya ko yan nung bata ako. Hindi pa ako artista noon, wala pa ako sa showbiz. Idol ko na si Gary V. And si Tito Gary, para siyang naging parang pang-check ko ng milestone ng buhay ko. Kung nasaan na ba ako in terms of my career. Kasi idol ko siya eh. Diba? Siya yung tinitingala ko. So imagine, from the Aiza before not being in the industry na idol to, and then finally, naging tatay ko siya sa Papa's Girl. So nakasama ko siya as actors. And then when I started singing, nakasama ko siya on stage. So feeling ko yung pagle-level up ko, nababangga ko sa kanya kung saan mga aspeto ko siya nakakasama. And then, at one point in my life, na-direct ko siya sa isang event. So parang, wow, na-direct ko si Gary V. Alam mo yun? Tapos ginest niya ako sa concert niya. Wow, ginest ako ng idol ko. Alam mo yun? And then now, guest ko siya finally. And we will finally do the songs we did sa Becoming Ice live. Because we did it before nang recorded. Of course, Tito Vic is like a second father to me. Ever since bata ako, when I started in the industry, siya yung, I can't even call him a mentor because he's more than that. He's like a dad. Because yung relationship namin transcended pa eh, sa nakikita nila sa screen eh. I would spend weekends with him, with his kids, sila Ate Danica, sila Oyo. Magkakasama kami sa kanila ng weekends. Bukod doon, he has supported me sa lahat ng aspeto sa buhay ko. And hanggang ngayon, nawala na rin ako mga magulang. So, having him there is like, parang ano siya, paalala na wala man yung mga magulang ko, there will always be that person pa rin na nandiyan for me. Yeah. Parang papunta pa rin sa malungkot. Sorry, Miss G.
Sabi niyo po, Miss G, ha?
Sorry, hindi ko sinasadya, Miss G.
Okay, thank you, Direk Ice. Meron pa po bang gusto mag-ask ng question?
Meron pa po.
Alright, go po. Hello.
Hello po, Direk Isa. Congrats po. Si Ken po from Kapamilya Kingdom. Ask ko lang po regarding po dito sa title po ng album and concert nyo, Being Ice. Pwede po bang ma-recall nyo sa amin para sa mga hindi nakakaalam paano po nyo nakuha yung screen name na Ice from your previous?
Okay. Yung Ice kasi, bago pa siya naging, Ice ngayon, kilala na yun. Yan yung nickname ko sa school. Kasi habang-haba sila sa Aiza. Haba eh, di ba? Wow, Aiza. So, ginawa nila ngayon Ice. And ako naman, trip ko siya kasi medyo chill pakinggan eh, di ba? Parang, mas gusto ko yun, honestly, mas parang, Ice, yeah, chill. So, when I transitioned as a trans man, no, parang since of course naman yung mga dead name, di ba, may ganyan. So Aiza is now my dead name, right? But ako siguro yun nga doon mo rin makita na iba-iba rin na experiences ng bawat trans people, di ba? There are other trans people who talagang don't use their dead name ever because probably it is associated with some sort of trauma that they've been through when they were kids. Ako naman, si Aiza, anong ganong klaseng trauma? I actually appreciate Aiza sa lahat ng mga pinagagawa niya nung kabataan niya, yung mga pinagdaanan niya, I think Aiza is a very strong person. So, Ice, my name now, is still an homage to Aiza because Ice will always be part of Aiza. But Aiza is no longer Aiza. It's Ice now. So, it's still connected, but it's different.
So hindi po kayo yung parang na-offend kapag syempre yung mga older generation po, dun po sila nasanay sa dead name nyo kapag tinatawag pa rin po kayo sa ganang name.
I'd be very honest. When I first transitioned, nung sobrang lakas talaga ng gender dysphoria, syempre na-offend ako. But siguro, as I matured, maintindihan mo na, a person's coming out is their own journey. But the people around that person, they also have their own journeys. Ang kaibahan lang ay, mas maraming mga tao nakapaligid sa akin. Unlike other people na pag nag-come out sila, ang nandun lang ay pamilya, kaibigan. Ako, buong Pilipinas and some parts of the world. At iba-iba ng journey yun. And hopefully by me respecting their journey to understanding who I am now, they'll also respect mine. So ngayon, hindi na ako naiinis when I'm being called Aiza, especially if medyo nasa henerasyon na yan ng medyo matatanda na. And nakikita ko naman na hindi naman yung tipong out of spot, oy, Aiza! Hindi na, yun, iba yun. Doon mo offend ako. Doon medyo, oy, teka lang ha. But ito yung tipong, sanay sila eh. I remind them na parang pabiro na, Ice na po. Pero I will never ever na, hindi mo ba alam na ako na si Ice? No. No. Kasi feeling ko if I do that, I will alienate them more. And ayoko nun because I want them to love Ice now because they loved Aiza and it's still the same person. I'm still the same person. So, yun. I'm not offended. I will assert, diba? That's very different from being defensive. I will assert na Ice na po. But, there will always be a way to say it nang hindi ka rin nakaka-offend ng iba. Kasi feeling ko, if hindi natin sila ino-offend or, pinuput into a wall na maging defensive sila mismo yung lalapit at, ay, oo nga pala, Ice na. And I've had those experiences, ha. Naalala ko, meron group of mga older women na mga lola, Aiza! Yung isa sa kanila, na kasing edad niya, uy, ano ka ba? Ice na yan ngayon. Diba? Mas masarap sa puso yun kasi, hindi, ako si Ice ako. No. But this is just me. Okay, this is me. Isa pa sa mga wins ko, like yun, diba? Parang, alam natin na, marriage equality is still being frowned upon, diba? By society sometimes. So, minsan pag lalakad ako sa mall, kunyari, Aiza, Ice. Sabi niya, tasan yung asawa mo? Diba? For them to see Liza as not friend, but as a wife. At they're very comfortable to say that, uy, nasan yung asawa mo? As if that's the same thing they'd ask their, alam mo yun, friend na, nasan yung asawa mo? Ganun. So ako, para sa akin, yun yung mga panalo sa akin eh. Na doon mo rin makikita na, yes, hindi siya ganun kabilis, but that's shift of consciousness eh. Hindi natin pwedeng ipilit yan. At pag pinipilit natin, lalo magkakaroon ng kalso eh. Lalo may friction eh. But we will always have to find different ways of making people understand and see that, hey, I may be called this now, but I'm still the same person.
And last na lang po, regarding dun po sa yung mga na-experience mo po na yan, yung mga magaganda po na, halimbawa, parang normalize na po nila yung sa atin po yung pagiging trans man, ganun. Pero meron po kasing ibang mga artists na yung kapag umaamin sila or nire-reveal po nila yung identity nila, parang nawawalan ng support. Ano pong reaction mo sa ganun?
That was, yun talaga, during my time, early 2000s, totally true, na ang dami talagang nawawalan ng support. Magkaroon nga lang ng chismis di ba? Hindi pa nga, wala pang no confirmation or denial, nawawalan agad eh. But now, it's easier. Honestly, the shift, may shift eh. At kita ko yun. You see more people from the community, from the LGBT community, na talagang being embraced. Siguro, right now kasi parang nagkaroon na shift kasi marami na rin younger people. You know, and I think, younger people, correct me if I'm right, but right now, more than image, what you value is authenticity. Tama? So parang ngayon, because of the emergence of younger people in the audience, mas nakikita nila yun, trip ko to, authentic to, gusto ko to kasi nagpapakatotoo siya eh. As compared to before na hindi, ang image nito dapat squeaky clean, dapat child star, dapat love team, dapat a girl. Di ba? So, siguro meron at meron pa rin. We're still a very conservative society. But we have, I'd like to think, and I'd like to believe that we have more wins now. We have more wins. We have shows like Drag Race Philippines. Diba? We have bars now, like our bar, Rampa. Diba? Na pinupuntahan ng mga tao. You see people from all walks of life dun. So, you have Vice Ganda. Ang dami. Ang dami-dami. So siguro sabi ko lang sa mga artists, this is just based from my experience. Like what I always say, my experience can be totally different from your experience. But at least sa experience ko, natutunan ko, we just have to be ourselves, but not, for lack of a better term, wag din nating isalampak sa mukha ng mga tao. Let them accept us for who we are. And find ways to make them understand. And, on a very human level, and a very personal level. Kasi sometimes ngayon, especially I think, mapansin ko lang, mas woke generation tayo ngayon, we're all about labels. Oh, this is ganito. Oh, I'm like this. I'm ganyan. I'm like that. That's honestly like ako. I'm part of the community, but there's still like letters within that LGBTQIA to Z that parang sorry, ano to? And that's already me. I'd like to think I'm very open-minded. Pero mas marami tayo na ano yan? Ano itong mga letrang to? Di ba? So siguro yun. Parang labels are there. Yes, I get the need. But for me, it's for the individual, not for people to box you or for, alam mo yun? Pero siguro yun, I think we can always find different ways of connecting to people on a very personal level, sans all these terms, sans all these things. Kasi when it boils down to stories, we can always connect it. Kahit ano pa ako, kahit trans ako, nakaranas ka rin sa buhay mo na nag-friendzone ka, di ba? Nakaranas ka rin sa buhay mo. You know what I'm trying to say? So siguro yun, let's focus on these things more than labels. Let's focus on stories more than anything else. Yun, siguro yun yung mabibigay ko.
Thank you so much po and congrats po ulit.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much at maraming salamat sa napakagandang insights, Direk. And above all else, alam ko ang pinaka dapat pairalin natin ay respect sa kung sino man at kung anong part man kayo ng spectrum or ng society. Alright! Meron pa po mga gustong magtanong? Palalim ang ating discussion. I love it.
Ako po,
Okay pa.
pay po tubig.
Ayan.
Thank you.
Okay, coming po, Direk. Alright, meron pa po ang ibang gusto magtanong? Alright, so if there's no questions na po, Direk, baka meron ka pong gustong message to everyone who came here at syempre invite na rin.
I just want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you so much for making time for me. Maraming salamat po. I know it's always a busy day for everyone, but thank you for being here. I really appreciate your presence today. So yun lang po, I'm very proud of what we've put out. I'm very proud of our album, Being Eyes. It took years to not just create the songs, but to build enough courage to release songs. At least for me, no? Sobrang, ang tagal ko hinintay nito. So I hope that it also gives you the same joy that it gives me and the people I love when they listen to the album. So, lalabas na po on October, on August 8. October. On August 8, sa lahat po ng mga music platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. And we are slowly building my YouTube. I'm very old school, guys. Pasensya na po kayo. Opo. So ngayon pa lang po namin talaga sinisimulan yung mga pa-YouTube na yan. But I finally have my own channel. It's, ano ba? Isigera, ano? Isigera Official?
Yes po.
Isigera Official. That's where we will put out basically everything about me. At the same time, yun din, you can follow me on my socials. Socials, diba? Pabagets. So I have TikTok, Ice the Person. I'm on IG, Isigera. On Facebook as well. I'm on Facebook more often because nandun yung mga matatanda. So nandun po ako. Diba? Puro matatanda yun sa Facebook. That's why I'm there. At the same time, yun po, I'm really excited, of course, then to invite all of you to please watch Being Ice, the live experience. It's a 2-day concert, 2 different shows. So, it's a party, but at the same time, the next day, it's a sharing. It's a community. And siguro yun, I really just wanna see all of you there. And yun po. Maraming salamat sa inyo lahat.
Thank you so much, Direk Ice. Palakpakan natin, Direk Ice Sigera. And we are so proud, Direk, and I know the whole world is ready to accept and to accept your music, the new
may
you.
nalimutan pa pala ako. Sorry. I keep forgetting. Okay, sa Spotify kasi, tsaka sa mga Apple, of course, merong Aiza Sigera profile dyan. Nandun lahat. Andun yung mga pagdating ng panahon, andun the hits that you've loved. But there's a new one. There's Ice Sigera. And that's where the new songs will be coming out. So, guys, so sabi ko nga kay Liza ito yung magandang naging short lang. Ito yung magandang naging discussion namin. Sabi ko kasi, of course, being in the industry for 38 years, you'd think na, okay, legacy artist na ako, di ba? But because of the name change, I'm treating myself actually as a new artist. Because if you look at like my Spotify, there's not a lot of people there yet. Alam mo, they don't even know that, oh, may Ice Sigera pala. So, I'm asking all of you to please promote my Spotify and my Apple na Ice Sigera because that's where the album will be dropping and the new songs are there as well. So, yun po. You followed Ice Sigera and I hope you also follow Ice. Yan lang. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Maraming salamat po sa ating mga friends from the press, from the media. We need your help. Please spread good words and please let us encourage everyone to support the Being Ice album on August 8th and of course to watch Being Ice Live, the concert experience September 12 and 13 sa Newport's Artist Theater. Thank you. Maraming salamat po everyone. Palakpakan natin ulit Direk Ice Sigera. Thank you everyone to Fire Nice Music, ABS-CBN Star Music, the Pogi Boys, the whole creative production team, and most especially Ice Sigera. Thank you for trusting us with your truth. Maraming salamat po again. This is more than a concert, more than an album. It's Ice Just Being. Thank you so much. My name is Buknoy at magkita-kita po tayo August 8, September 12, and 13. Thank you so much. Alright, picture tayo direct.